Not
Hello.
today, you New Order jackboot. Okay, I can't say that in the first
No.
minute. What is up, everyone?
Hello, hello.
Finally. Is it real? Is it happening?
It is.
Indeed. It is happening. What is up, everyone? The Click is back at it again today with only two
It's
humble
less and less every
Clicksters.
stream.
Yeah,
Next
it's
stream
getting
we're gonna
less
be
and less.
alone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's slowly dying, folks, so strap in and watch the last members perish live.
They're leaving
Oh
us.
no, it's been a good run. It's been a good run.
Oh boy. We're not actually stopping, by the way.
No,
No,
we're not.
no.
Never. No, but we're gonna talk about some Bad Batch. We're gonna talk about some Last of Us, nonetheless.
Yes.
Especially Last of Us. We really want to talk about, but first we're gonna go over Bad Batch, how we usually do it when there's actually something to go about.
Something to report.
Yeah, something to report. And we will
Yeah.
do that.
This was worth it. I like this episode.
Yes,
by the way.
me too.
Thank,
This was
thank
definitely a step up. Yeah,
God.
I don't know what I would have done if it was
I would
like
probably still
let down
watch
once
it, but
again.
you know, like it kind of sucked these two before. So
That is the shittiest excuse I've ever heard. No.
yeah, nobody believes that, mate. Get out of here.
So, let's turn the audio off so we don't get copyrighted. So, yeah. First shot, we see that the Bad Batch is traveling to the space station, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. The droids took over.
Yep. This is, I forgot which sector, but like a sort of smuggling headquarter base that's operated by these droids. That kind of looked like the droid in Solo, kind of.
Yep.
At least the head.
The voices were cool that they had.
Yeah. Especially from the.
What
like,
did it say in the
boss.
beginning? Like, proceed.
Yeah. And I thought this was like sort of like, I don't know, funny or ironic, because like Tech was like, I can assure you, like I made those like chain codes myself, and it's like, dude, they're still going to check them.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to check them. Are you a fucking idiot? How much are we in? Okay, this is 3 minutes. It's okay.
Yes.
We can cuss now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because like you just gotta, you know. Just
and then randomly, pow.
Yeah, pow. We just hear some Wookiee roars.
Yeah.
And suddenly we're just instantly face to face with Gunji, who just then takes out those droids with the help
Yeah,
of Omega.
obviously. Omega, of course, he goes to investigate.
Yep. And then they go on a beautiful journey together and help each other and find like a bunch of DC-15S
He was just like tossing them out like, oh.
Like, what the hell? Are they like giving them away now? What's going on? I want one. But yeah,
Yep, I like that.
This droid is like pretty. He was acting pretty badass.
Yeah.
And like with the bandoliers with the thermal detonators.
It's like she's
kind of
like,
gives me
you're
some,
gonna
like,
hurt him. On the contrary.
gives me like some sort of like Blackbeard vibes, you know, pirate. Oh.
Yeah, I like the droids too. That was pretty cool.
A Wookiee with a lightsaber, a carpet with a laser sword.
That exactly.
No lumpy 0 out of 100. No 0 out of 10.
They said that again in this. Yeah, a little later on the laser sword. Put away the laser sword. Yeah.
But yeah, then
there we go. Some bow action.
Yeah. Gunji pulls the lightsaber to himself, and everything goes south from that point.
It's been a minute that we've seen a lightsaber in this show, by the way.
Yes. I mean, I think well, honestly, I think the last time we've seen one was probably Kanan.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. You might be correct on that. That's
because
pretty
I
crazy.
don't think we've seen any other Jedi after that. At least not alive.
No.
But yeah, they escape while being shot at.
Yep.
And yeah.
Like you said, another mission failed.
Another mission failed. Yes, because they did
That's
not get
great.
paid.
No,
They
they
did not
failed
get
again,
paid.
as always.
Yeah, it's
The
beginning
sad
to be a
badge.
common trend. But yeah, Gunji obviously a bit untrustworthy towards
Obviously, yeah.
the Bad Batch because I mean they look like clones, obviously. So
Well, do they?
well, Hunter,
Yeah, Hunter, yeah.
the armor. I mean,
Yeah. Echo, for sure.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, pretty much they're just saying like, yeah, is it like, I mean, the Empire probably has bunkered down on Kashyyyk already. Like,
Yeah.
is it safe for him there? And it's like, yeah, he's a Jedi. It's not safe anywhere for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have some Gunji talk. And we
They land.
and it's like
Kashyyyk.
spiders, and it's like use the Force kid and good job. Then they see village burned down, very sad.
Yeah. Very
Very
sad.
look.
He's about to cry.
Yep. Then we have Trandoshans sighted,
That
which
was
is
pretty
pretty
cool
cool.
seeing him there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice callback to the like sort of original storyline of Kashyyyk and like how the Separatists during the war like used the Trandoshans' hatred for the Wookiees to like sort of just like
Yeah.
put
Use
Trandoshan
it
troops
against
there.
them. Yeah.
Mm. So it's it's nice to see sort of this as a callback.
So they just go around burning everything in the forest.
Yeah, they're just burning those memorials and just
See
like
something, burn it.
Yeah, exactly. Too many Jedi, kill them all. No, they don't like clones.
Don't look
Well,
like
yeah, I
clones.
don't blame the Wookiees because I mean, the clones kind of burned down their villages and like.
Oh no, but I think he means that Ganji didn't trust the Bad Batch, and we said, "Do they look like clones?" He says, "They don't look like clones."
No, I think he did think they were clones.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, of course, if you would ask me, obviously, I would also be like,
Nah, they
no.
don't look really like clones, but yeah.
Yeah, but like
Agreed.
as
Okay.
in universe. Dude, Ford, you don't have to apologize. You know that. It's all good. Hey, health goes first. Much love. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got this whole scene. So this Wookiee's like captured, and then Gunji just
Yeah,
kind
straight
of
up
jumps
again.
into the fight. Yeah,
Again, like just like previously.
Yep.
He goes in.
which
God's
is
place, your lightsaber blade.
surprising. Like at the momentum at which he throws himself into fights, it's surprising he has been able to survive for this long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they have these AAT tanks that have like flamethrowers now instead of the turrets.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then they just go ham, freaking.
Yeah.
Murder them all.
Yeah, and I mean, oh, that was one good freeze frame.
It's like he
but
took
like,
down a
yeah,
tank.
like
Yeah.
Zam! They just shoot them all.
Ganji takes down the tank, and for once, it's not like shooting through the barrel or throwing a grenade inside.
Yeah.
Oh, he uses his lightsaber to stab the side down, yeah.
It honestly reminded me of like the first Clone Wars episode ever with Yoda, and how Yoda took out those tanks.
Yep.
Oh. But yeah, then we encounter the Wookiees with their creature thingies.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And so you were saying they were in the older Clone Wars before, right?
Now,
like I do recognize them too from somewhere, but I don't know from what.
I might have to rewatch that. I know for 100% that they were at least in the, like, you know, unfinished, like, Clone Wars arc where the Bad Batch should have gone to Kashyyyk. I know those were, like, pre-rendered there and looked like that.
I've seen them, they're just very familiar, the look.
Yeah, but I think they were also in the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, but I'm not sure. Don't roast me if I'm wrong on that one. But yeah, they do seem familiar. Then they go to the village. Then they meet this old woman.
The elder, yeah.
The elder Wookiee.
And they hug
And
some
she's
trees and
like,
shit.
"Oh yes, yeah, danger
Yeah,
is
yeah.
there for him, Jedi." And then Hunter's like, "Yeah, but he's just a kid, so he needs a home. So deal with him."
So let's just leave him here.
Yeah. Then the clones are kind of like, "Oh damn, well this looks like an actual ambush. Maybe we should call command."
hmm
Then the Trandoshan guy is like, "Nah, I can handle it myself." Um, a little bit later, a little bit later, a little bit tree talking later.
Yeah.
Uh, turns out he couldn't handle it, and now he's being digested by some very creepy spiders.
Weird spiders. I didn't really like
Yeah,
those. Some
uh,
weird ass spiders. I
yeah.
did like to see the Trandoshans and the clones like marching through the forest together. It was pretty cool.
It's cool at the same time. Like
I
for
know, like it's weird, like, but
yeah,
it's cool to see it.
no, yeah. I mean, it's definitely cool to see it, but like, yeah, especially like if you're like if you've played something like Republic Commando specifically, you see so many like normal clones get killed by Trandoshans in like pretty
Mm.
gruesome ways
Yeah.
that it's just like, ah,
It's
if you
it's
guys
not
knew what they
it's not
did,
meant to be like that. Yeah,
yeah, it's not,
exactly.
it's
But
unnatural. It's not,
that
yeah,
shows how fucked up it all is.
yeah.
What's up, Mo? By the way.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mo? Love you too, brother.
Yeah, you're leaving us
Yeah, hey,
hanging again. Leave us hanging. I see how it
again,
is.
yep, always.
Freaking
No,
hell! What's
joking.
with these people strike?
I don't know. No, yeah. No,
No,
keep
all
keep
good,
packing
mate.
so you can move as quick as
Yeah,
possible.
hopefully next week see you
Yep.
again.
So yeah, I mean, at the end, there's just like friendly chatter, like, yeah, good job, everyone.
Yeah,
And then it's kind of like, yeah, the Empire. I mean, it's
they
not going
were
to stop.
they were hugging the trees with Omega and
Hugging the trees,
yeah, being
and
all hippie and shit.
right, and that's pretty much it.
Damn Wookiee hippies.
Yeah, damn. But yeah,
But a nice episode.
overall, very nice
Yeah.
episode. Um,
Where's Cash for us? Who knows? I think he left the click. If
gosh,
anyone knows where Cash Money is, let us know in the comments.
he is lost. He's been lost.
Yeah, he has been lost.
Um,
Not
but
really an episode that led us somewhere again towards like, oh, now we're gonna lead into this.
it could though. If they stay on Kashyyyk,
Mm.
if they stay on Kashyyyk, well, this is obviously going to become something bigger because the Trando guy was obviously like, "Oh no, we don't need to tell command
Yeah,
just yet because like I can handle it myself."
and
And then
they'll
I'm
find
like,
out.
big Trando leader because I killed Jedi, but that didn't work. So I think now Imperial Command definitely is going to hear about this, and they're going to send reinforcements as they usually
Yeah,
do.
and if they hear there's a Jedi involved, like there's that,
They're gonna send even
Kashyyyk is gonna be
more.
overflown. Like that's not. They're not gonna stand for that, especially if he got away.
And part of the reason why I'm thinking that
That's
might
chat,
they might
sorry.
stay. Yeah, I know, I see it.
Lost
Um,
the
Reason why
Oh.
I think it might lead into something is because obviously this week we have the double drop. We have 2 episodes at once.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
We
that.
have episode 7 and episode 8, and episode 7 is The Clone Conspiracy, and episode 8, Truth and Consequences. I feel like that could fit
Sounds very
into staying
clone-y.
on Kashyyyk, because, I mean, if it involves sending... Because, I mean, if it's a Jedi, they're going to send clones.
100% and a
Yeah,
lot.
so I feel like it makes sense, the clone conspiracy. Like, something is going to happen. Like, I feel like... And honestly, this is maybe where this whole thing of, like, the commandos comes in, because who would you send at this point in time to kill a Jedi? I feel like commandos. Like, you wouldn't really trust the normal regs anymore, 100%, but like commandos?
No, because they know they already been saying like, yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like clone. What did they say? Clone loyalty isn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't count that much these days.
Right.
For these days
But
anymore or
like
something.
commandos, I mean, they're like a special unit, and I feel like if they're loyal at this point, then their way of thinking is just we're loyal. I mean, we're
Yeah.
just
Oh
elite
yeah.
soldiers, so we're loyal. So I
Like
think in that
Crosshair.
case they wouldn't see it. They wouldn't think it matters.
Like Crosshair, right?
Well,
That's they're just fully in
yeah,
now, basically, and
similar. Yeah, yeah, similar definitely. And I mean, who knows? Who knows? That might be where Scorch enters the scene, because we do have that scene with like Scorch and like a bunch of commandos, just like
yeah.
rounding up people. I mean, might not be Kashyyyk,
It would make
but
sense, like we were saying, if the Empire hears about a Jedi and Kashyyyk,
yeah, I
it's
mean
pretty
they're
much
just gonna
over
they're
there.
gonna go
Yeah.
ham. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
we're looking forward to the double episode. Then I forgot that we got that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean I still need to make the thumbnail and set up the stream, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Yep.
Yeah,
2 episodes after one another, especially because they're pretty short overall.
they are. Yeah, yeah. Like it's just fun to watch, but it always keeps you wanting more at the end of the
Yep.
where it's like, oh, it's already over.
Yeah, which
Depends which
yeah,
episode it is. Like previously,
f-
we've been like, thank God it's over, but
yeah. I feel like the animated shows are sometimes a bit like rough to like sort of have on this weekly schedule, because like at least with Clone Wars, like I mean obviously like if you didn't watch it on TV, like at some point you bought it on DVD, and I mean
and then you can
I
watch it
usually
through.
didn't catch it on TV, so I like
No.
my grandpa bought it on DVD and then we watched it, but like then I pretty much binged the entire thing.
Same here. Like I got
Yeah.
into it way later than I was into, let's say, normal Star Wars, not animated. And then like I picked it up and I just watched the whole thing through. I was like, this is
Right.
amazing. But yeah, weekly animated shows always are like 20 minutes, 25 if you're
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah. No, I mean
Yeah.
it's normal, so it's not like anything wrong with the series. It's just like something that's just it's something about the anime.
But it is nice
Animated
that they
series.
they give us these double episodes in the beginning, at the end usually, and now in the middle. That's
Now in the
like, oh,
middle,
man,
yeah,
that feels
I feel like
cool.
the in the middle one is it's definitely a nice one,
Yeah.
because like it kind of kind of gives you the sense of like they're keeping you alive, sort of
And
like
what they could be doing is like they already kind of didn't do that with if they do like with the first 2 episodes lead into the main story, then some side missions, and then in the middle again main story, and go through the season
maybe.
like that. But I don't.
I mean, I would hope though that like the second half of the season is
It needs to
primarily
be-
actual story
Yeah,
and no more.
yeah. We need a real
side
plot
stuff.
for you, right?
Yep.
It's enjoyable, but it'd be nice to be like, oh man, now they're going
Right.
or this is gonna happen, or going
I
there.
feel like that's why I'm really hoping this Kashyyyk thing is just like leading off into this like sort of final thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I really think we just need to hit this point of like, what is our mission? What are we trying to accomplish here, and what is the Empire's
Exactly.
plan?
Yeah.
Like these are the two things I feel like we have to just clear up now.
And I feel like we left off the first season that way, where it's like, oh
Yeah.
man, and we haven't really gotten into it again like that.
I agree. Yep.
Yep. But we will see. Hopefully, the double
We will see.
episode.
Yes.
Promising.
Hopes are high. The titles are promising, and yeah, we'll watch it obviously on my watch party on my channel, and then
Yeah.
we'll talk about it on the next click stream.
For sure.
Yes.
yes,
but-
on his own, because obviously next week it's one less again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other thing, Last of Us.
Last of Us, man. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was really good.
Damn. Nick Offerman fucking killed it.
Yeah. Man, it was great.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic episode. Yeah, honestly,
A perfect
I'm-
like switch up between a side story while still very much important
Being
to the main
yeah.
characters, and they also go through that story, so to say. Man,
Yeah.
it's just well done.
it's
I liked
it's
it
a
a lot.
really well done episode, which is it kind of it expands upon a character that you didn't get to know that well in the game.
Yeah.
And obviously they're like they're changing the way like Bill's and Frank's story ends.
Yes,
Which
because he
in
hangs
this-
himself, I believe.
right in this they actually give them a happy end. Like they go out on their own terms, which
Yeah.
the way they did it in here is an absolutely beautiful end.
Yeah, that was a killer, and I liked it. It was,
Yeah.
man, yeah, it
Um,
just fitted with the whole episode to the end, right? Like you could
yeah,
kind of see it coming,
and
and it's like, oh man, yeah,
the thing that I also like is because like even though like the Bill and the Frank part on its own was very beautifully crafted, I like that it started off with Joel and Ellie for like a solid, 10 minutes probably.
yeah,
Then we jumped into basically like the time jump
yep,
to like 7 days after the outbreak, I think.
yep.
And then we get introduced to Bill, which we then learn
Cool to see too. You
he's
see the whole neighborhood
yeah,
basically being evacuated. You
yeah.
see
And
him
then
in
he's
his
just
little
like,
basement, like
yep,
ah.
and he's just like looking up with like his shotgun ready.
Yeah,
Not today, you
they're
New
not
World
taking
Order
me.
jackboot fucks.
Yeah,
It's like so the delivery is so perfect.
it was nice. Yeah, I
Um,
like to see that.
yeah.
And you can
So
already feel by that that's a guy, you know what kind of guy it is by him sitting in his basement with computers and everything ready for if something like this would happen, like full on prepped, so to say.
yeah.
Yeah. And he was happy when it happened.
Mm, yep. Nope. Definitely. Other than that, I loved how Bill was just like fuck everyone.
Yeah.
Like his attitude of just like being a prepper and just being prepared. I mean, I think both of us were literally like in the beginning. Like I remember I even said it out loud. Like I like Bill. I already
Yeah.
like Bill. Like the just like about like the music playing while the
You get that scene where they just all been deported, so to say, the people, and
yeah,
he goes
and then
through the
he's like
town,
free
collects
city.
everything, makes traps and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very cool to see. Cool
Yep.
to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And then I get the
But-
music on the background, exactly.
Yeah,
like
but
you
then he
say.
starts just like getting materials, and
Mhm.
it's just very well done. Feels epic.
And then it stops, and you see the first infected walking up, right? Next to
Yeah.
the tree, looking at the camera, and we're all like, oh man. And then, kablam!
Bam!
Yeah.
Runs through the trap, and like the zombie's head gets
Head
blown
got
off,
popped
and then
off.
he's like, never gets old.
Yeah, oh man. It's
Yeah.
great. And then the story switches. I mean, obviously, Frank goes and shows up, falls in the trap.
Yeah.
Right? And we were all like, oh man, would never.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point, yeah, it's understandable after such a long time. Somebody's maybe lonely or just looking
Right.
for
I feel
any
like that's.
conversation.
I feel like on the sort of second, thinking cycle about the episode, a lot of things made more sense. Like, I think the only two things where at the first watch through I was kind of like, it's a bit like unrealistic, I think, or I wouldn't do, was like the first encounter with Frank, like actually letting him into your base,
Pretty
and
much
the other
straight
thing
away.
was, and the other thing was standing it out in the open with the rifle.
Yeah.
You know, but actually now thinking back, so first of all, yes, like with Frank, I think that's pretty clear. Like if you've literally not seen a single person for the last 4 years,
That's the thing.
it's
Yeah.
it's gonna be that irk of like, but I kind of want to talk to someone.
It is,
you know?
and people say like, "Oh no, I could be alone for so that." It's not like in
It's-
humans to be alone for
Yeah,
that long. You want
humans are
somebody
social
yeah.
creatures. It's just
Yeah,
like
so-
it doesn't matter how alone you are, you're a social creature.
But when you're watching it the first time, you're so into like this apocalypse state, right? You see
Right.
him, you see somebody, and you're like, "Oh no, like
Yeah,
no,
it
don't
can't,
do it."
can't
But
be good. Yeah.
you don't realize that it's been years that he's seen
Yep.
anyone alive. Maybe, who knows?
But yeah, sure enough, they get along. Well, not so well in the beginning, but then
A little
it just
awkward, little
clicks
piano,
between the two,
little
Yeah.
piano, and then it hits.
and then sort of their story together progresses, and with a few ups and downs, obviously. And then like at some point, like we actually also see how Joel and Tess meet them, which is pretty funny because
Yeah.
it literally like opens up with them like sitting around a table,
Gone.
and then it's just click, and he has like his 1911 just pointed at Joel at the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
It's
Yeah.
glorious.
Yeah, really cool to
Um,
see. You see how they build up their relationship, basically.
Yeah, and like overall, so just the dialogue, the acting is our point. It's great.
Even
It's
halfway
beautiful.
through, but I kind of forgot, like you said, him standing out in the open while the raiders come
Yeah,
shooting. Like when we were watching it, we was like, oh man, like he's done. They shot him
yeah,
and he's gonna die like this. And then they skip through to a little bit further again.
yeah,
It's like, oh, he survived. It's
yeah.
crazy.
No, but like about that because like we were all kind of like how much like Bill is like so trained. Like why did he like utilize some cover?
Yeah,
And like shout out to Sandman because he actually like had the idea or like was thinking about it. And he was like, well, you got to think like when he's on like such an adrenaline rush, like the fence is like working, like they're like kind of getting defeated right now. He has them on the run kind of. So he's just kind of in the like, well, get fucked, kind of
yeah,
like
and he's
chasing
also
them down.
it also
Yeah.
basically you go into a mode where adrenaline. Of course, he has
Yeah,
somebody
where
to
you just
protect
feel
in
like
his.
you're
He has his
invincible.
loved one in his
Yeah.
home that he needs to
Exactly.
protect.
He's just like in
Yeah,
pure rage, protecting, just like I will kill all of you mode.
and remember, he was doing fine until freaking Frank comes
Right.
out and calls him
That's
out.
true. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was keeping them in check, absolutely, with that sniper rifle.
yeah, and the
Um.
moment he turns his head, of course, yeah,
Yep.
they notice, and
Yep.
bam.
Of course. As
But
soon
yeah,
as they
pretty
weren't
brutal.
taking
You saw the fire traps and stuff. The guys,
Yeah.
oh,
And also when he like said like, "Don't worry about it. The fence will kill the rest of them." Like, shit.
yeah. You still wonder though. Like the thing that just gets me though is like once raiders show up, once you
Yeah.
know that it's not because they basically lived their life out there
Yeah.
until the end. And I was kind of like, yeah, I think if raiders show up, there's gonna be more showing up until it's done and
I
more.
feel like it depends on how it went because I mean, the Raiders got beaten
They
quite
did
drastically.
burnt,
Yeah.
burnt to a crisp.
So I don't know if the Raiders might have literally been like, okay,
Ah,
look at this. This is the Bermuda like
yeah,
triangle.
let's not go
don't
there.
go there. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess.
there are
I
these
guess.
two really crazy people. They're just literally not worth robbing. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Ray?
what's up, Aiden? What's up, man?
So yeah, I would like. I mean, honestly, if I heard about a story of like some people trying to break into like a small town where the fence literally fried their faces to bits and like shotgun traps everywhere and a crazy dude who's sniping you,
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't go there either.
I don't know. Either way, it was cool. The way they shot it too was pretty cool.
Yep. And then we obviously like then see
Yeah,
them also when they're
we skip
older.
through, then we know that he's alive. Yep, exactly.
Right, we know that Bill actually survived, and now they're pretty old, and Frank is getting sick.
Pretty fucked up.
Yeah, and essentially, I mean, there's some stuff going on. We're skipping a bit, but like essentially,
Of course.
Frank chooses that he wants to go out on his own terms. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to live like this anymore, and yeah, they do some very nice stuff. Like it's supposed to be the last nice day.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
it's
man,
it's only planned that Frank will die this day, but then Bill, without Frank knowing, decides that he will also take some pills, and yeah, and they go out
like,
together.
yeah, he put so much of the powder in that wine that I'm like, man, that wine is like almost not drinkable. It's not gonna
Yeah,
move anymore
I
because there's so much in there. It's like, damn. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is, but
Although that didn't he say it was a gosh,
yeah, you already
I know the
powdered
name, but like
something, right?
it dissolves instantly.
Yeah.
It's like tasteless, so I think that's why it's okay.
Either way,
But
it
like
was funny.
yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, it was just a very sweet story. I don't know, a lot about how the two of them interacted felt real in every regard.
It did.
Whether it was just
It was
them
a
being-
heartbreaking story, pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially how it ended.
but I feel like
yes,
it was.
It's a happy ending, but it's also a very sad ending.
It was also
obviously.
tragic, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think why it's so realistic is because it's so awkward at times. It's so loving at times. It's so understanding at times, but it's also so conflicted at times. Like they also show when they're not getting along.
And that's an interesting thing that I always have with these like apocalyptic shows and stuff. It's like how people would react because people are crazy, especially if something like this gets thrown at them. I mean, you can see, well, Bill is like full on survival mode, and Frank is like trying to basically restore some of the comforts he's used to in
Yeah.
normal life. And it's like, yeah, at what point is it like where you gonna um get together on that point and they build up the whole freaking neighborhood and stuff, right? Because
Yeah.
when Joel comes over, it looks all nice and painted and
Yeah.
like, man.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that's cool to see they did a good job on how different people react to these
Yeah.
certain circumstances. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then also and this is also why I think this differentiates itself so hard from like actual like filler episodes,
Oh yeah.
because not only does it intertwine itself with the story, but we actually get probably the biggest character development for Joel we will probably get in the entire season for this, which
And it was-
is
Go ahead.
the defining moment in Bill's like letter, like use these weapons, like you and me, we're men that are here to do a job. We're here to protect our loved ones. So protect Tess. And obviously that hits Joel hard because Tess, spoiler alert, is dead. But who else is there that he
And
needs
we
to
had
protect?
somewhere through the episode, I don't know exactly where it was in the episode, we have that whole scene with them walking through the forest. And she's saying to Joel, don't blame me for something I haven't done.
In the very
with the death
beginning.
of Tess. Yeah. No, that was, I mean, that alone was very interesting the way you can see
Yeah.
him react and he kind of get over it. And it's like, okay, like we're going
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Which, I mean, she's totally right. I mean, it was just simply there.
Yeah, it was right, but that is harsh to just speak out like that and freaking.
No,
like,
absolutely.
especially for a kid.
Yeah, and you could tell that he took a few seconds to swallow
he got
that
the
one.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he did get the point. You could see him like,
Yeah.
okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Man.
And I
Good
think the
show,
wheels
man.
also just started to turn. Like, no, yeah, she's right. Like, it's literally not her fault. Like,
And they get
Yeah.
the car at the end, obviously.
okay,
What-
we're
what's-
just
oh, my boy.
escalating in the chat. Yeah,
Not zombies,
but
they're shrooms. They're shrooms.
the shrooms. But yeah, the letter was also the funny part.
Yeah.
And it was like to whomever, but probably Joel.
yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, you would be the only one who would not get blown up by my booby traps.
yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Mm.
Man. Good show.
Yeah.
Looking forward to. Well, we pretty much got the next one to watch. We're gonna watch it tomorrow.
Right, we're gonna watch it tomorrow. Yeah, but yep, it's gonna be good. Definitely. I have honestly no real
I've no
doubt
doubts.
about it. It's
No.
been very solid so far. Oh gosh, Vor, did you like
Is
get
your-
some meds or
He
something?
just got his IV. It's good.
Yeah, I think so. Don't worry, guys. If you're watching the chat, Vor's all right. He's under close eyes.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, I think that's also it
Pretty much
for
it.
The Last of Us. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
what a show.
overall, it's been a pretty decent week last week in terms of shows. Like pretty,
yeah, man.
pretty
so
good
happy
stuff.
Bad Batch was watchable too.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of it is definitely nice because like the last the before last week, the 2 weeks before,
Man.
it was kind of like Last of Us save us.
Yeah.
And
And it did. And it
And
did.
it did.
No
and it
doubt.
did, thankfully. Definitely. But yeah, gosh, and it like I just gotta say like again like Nick Offerman just killed it, and honestly like it just like after his performance there, first of all, they should totally fucking get nominated for this because I mean besides it just being a stellar performance, and I think Nick Offerman just like flourishes in these like sort of like characters that are more like, you know, survivalists and like actually do
Yeah.
stuff with your hands, you know, like um but yeah, I think they should totally get awards for their performance, especially because it just, I think it embodies the true nature of what acting should be. Because I mean, spoiler alert: Nick Offerman isn't gay. Like, he has a wife. So, I mean, that's just stellar acting right there. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I mean, really, just good. And then,
Yep,
like you said, no doubt for the next episode that if it's gonna be good, if not, pretty
yep,
much expect it being really good.
yep, absolutely. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're only two people, so it didn't
Yeah,
take
we're
too
gonna
long to
cut it a
get our
little
opinions
short.
across. Yeah.
We're also a day late with the stream, so next week
Well,
probably on
we don't have
schedule.
to talk about that.
No, it doesn't matter. We had
Yeah,
circumstances, you know.
absolutely.
So yeah.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
Yeah,
We'll be here next week, hopefully,
probably.
and probably, hopefully, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed and have a good one. See you on the next one.
Later.
Where's the outro?